What's going on, YouTube? Gonna do a quick run through of 5 charts. We put a little vote out, and the ones that we got was first was Root, second was Bbig, third was ENG, fourth was Metamaterials, and then we'll do SPY. So we'll start with Root. The first thing I'm gonna do is look at a 4-hour chart. I do have an old drawing set up. It looks like we finished a full 5-wave push down, and now we're entering into a push up on Root, which will only happen if retail stays invested in it. So we're going to move from our 4-hour down to our 30-minute here so we can see a little better. We are chilling at support, which makes sense, right? The whole market kind of went bloody, so it went right to support. So for today on Root, we pretty much have a pivot zone down here at 5.8 and then another one down at 5.6. So for today's price action on Root, though, it's going to be largely determined on how the whole market does. If the market continues to bleed, it's down 1.5% right now, then we'll see Root come down with it. If it doesn't continue to bleed, we'll pop back up to yesterday's closing numbers at 617. So for our pivot zones on Root, we're going to draw one right where we're at, and then another down at the 5.6. We'll create alerts on both of those if we're interested in the play. And then for our exit zone, because we gapped down, if you're looking for a quick day trade, it would be up at 6.15. So that'll give us Root here. So let's take a closer look. And we can try to see what's going on here. So it had a nice push up to the 6.5 mark, and it ended up closing at the 6 mark. So for today, I'm assuming that it pivots out on this zone, so between 5.86 and 5.8, and then sees a nice push back to the 6 mark. Hopefully we can get it all the way back up to the 6, but for today's price action, something down and then possibly up depending on the whole market. All right, so that'll cover Root. Take a screenshot. Excuse me. All right, next we'll do BBIG. So we did have an alert set from a few days ago. Anyone who was in the video or the live stream, it did go off over here at 7.56. It immediately bounced up, but today with the whole market, it's actually coming back down to our second alert, 6.88. So this one's pretty easy because we already started charting it. So I'll show you the 4-hour real quick. So we have a big push up, and now we're entering into a corrective state. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should actually start to see more upside on BBIG soon. And I think that it'll pivot off of the 6.88 mark. So we're going to draw our gold box here, if we can. And then our next one will be here, and our one above it will be right in the middle of here. So our 3 pivots are 6.8, 7, just because it's an even number and we already started to bounce off 7. There's going to be a lot of buy orders there. And then we'll go to our 30-minute or our 4-hour and see if we can find anything else, which would be our 6.25. And then our bearish pivot is going to be 7.23 and 8.3. We'll take a screenshot, throw that up. All right, what was the next one? Next was ENG. I don't know what ENG is, but we'll take a look. So this is in Global Corporation. It did have a nice push down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 3. I don't know about this one. It's not looking ideal. So we're sitting at a 1.74 for our supports, and then our next support level is 2. And above that we have 2.65. And then for our bearish pivots, it's going to be the immediately high, so 2.3. And then above that we have 2.65. And we'll do our screenshots. And then we have metamaterials, which is sitting below support. It's not ideal, so we're going to go to, because I've charted this one so much, we don't need to look at the macro. We're going to sit down here, and it looks like we might fill this gap. So we have a gap at 4.6. And our bearish pivots are 5.18, so 5.1, 5.3, and then all the way up at 5.73. All right, so that's the fourth, and then the final one that we're gonna do is, what was it? Boop, 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 boop. SPY. Interestingly enough, we are finding a floor here. So when we look at SPY, we want to go to a 4-hour just because we're seeing such a big move. and see where we're hanging on to. So this is the support that we're hanging on to, which you can see we've had one, two, almost 3 times we did break below this. So we'll see how it pans out, but there is definitely more room to go down. So we're currently sitting at a support on SPY, so we'll go back to our 30-minute, and then we'll draw some boxes. So our first one's going to be right where we're at, and then our second one will be down here, and our third one is all the way down to this box. So our first pivot, and then our second one's down at 430. And the third one's all the way down to 420 to 425. Bearish is 440. And then above that is 444. Alright, that's the quick video. I think it was 12 minutes to do those 5 charts. I didn't put too much into them. The next thing I'll do is I'll go through and look through all of the unusual whales feeds. So I'll check the options flow on everything. And then from there, we'll see how the day pans out. But to zoom into SPY for everyone, we are sitting in this pivot zone. So more than likely, we'll see a push up in the morning, which will be thwarted around the 435 mark. So from there, and then back down to support, something like that, but it would be much tighter, so it'd be within a few minutes. But yeah, that's about the day. So we will take a look at how everything goes, and then we should crush it. All right, cheers. I'll put that up now.